Hi. I just wanted to show you. This is one of the locker rooms. This is the gym. Well, the whole thing's a gym, but, And locker rooms! Isn't that great? No more grass, no more trees, no nothing. No way to get in, too, but we got a pressure plate around here somewhere. So, now we are doing this. So, I don't know if he's always good people, um, but I found a new person to watch for Minecraft content. That chief guy, and so far they seem to be fun to watch. So I'll try to remember to keep you updated. Um, so I don't know what happened exactly, but my father-in-law, I guess, was in the bathroom and fell just right to where he broke the potty seat. And of course, my mother-in-law, being a female, needs to sit down to go potty. So, yeah. My husband was supposed to be over there at 7 o'clock in the morning, like she's going to be up, and help them get a new potty. A new potty seat. And yeah, he's still asleep. Like she was gonna be awake. They've got two bathrooms. I don't understand why they can't take the junk out of the one bathroom and use it. But, my mother-in-law seems to think that every flat surface is a, place to put stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, they don't watch my YouTube videos, I don't think, so I don't have to worry about them seeing this. I just thought of that. They could, all of a sudden start watching my videos, and I don't think they would, though, because, mother-in-law thinks video games are stupid. Sitting on your butt watching a movie, that's worthwhile, but video games, they're stupid, in her head. Notice I said in her head. Not mine, obviously. So my husband better not be planning on dragging me over to my mother-in-law's super early, because if he is, he's crazy. I want to try to get this next chapter in my book done, because I didn't get, like, hardly anything done yesterday, and I don't know why. It was only like a page and a half long. It should have been done well before 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, technically, I was working on the chapter 7, when I came up with that, the 2 o'clock in the morning thing. But still, it should have been, so for Xbox points, we have, for Xbox points, we have play puzzle and play Jewel on the phone. Play puzzle on the computer, play Jewel on the phone, and then, of course, play video games on the um, console. And yeah, that usually works. But for the last 2 days, I didn't do the puzzle part of it. So I made sure that just before I went to bed that I put at least a couple of pieces into place, and then I um left it until morning. I think I had um the goal done before I left it, but just in case just in case I left it on the screen. Actually, I have no idea if that was the reason or if it was just because I didn't feel like getting it off the screen. I don't know. But anyway, it counted, so I don't have to worry about that today. The only thing I have to worry about is figuring out um how we're gonna get my back not to hurt, because mother-in-law wants us over there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it doesn't bug her back to, it doesn't hurt her back to sit at their house. Oh, we're having my husband's birthday party today. Not that anybody thought to buy candles. Even a candle would work. I mean, it's a very small cake. What we did was we got 2 Oreo flavored slices of cake at the grocery store, and um we bought father-in-law a couple of pieces of pumpkin pie. Hopefully he'll eat like one now and one later. Um, I don't know if the grocery store makes like super sugary pumpkin pie, or if it. Sorry, got distracted by a helicopter flying pretty dang low over the house. Okay, so there's, like the regular, like, say, news helicopters, and then there's this one that sounded like it was a military grade. Not that I know what that really sounds like, but it sounded more military grade than anything else to me. Okay, so anyway, it did distract me. Um, she doesn't have back problem. My mother-in-law doesn't have back problems, so she's like, yeah, come over at 2. We'll watch movies. Yeah, because we don't have anything better to do than watch movies at her house. Just ask her. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, kind of cool thing is that they get lasagna because my husband likes lasagna. And I mom makes lasagna, but she has the same problem I do. Like, I like to make au gratin potatoes, the boxed ones. Um, and for some reason, the noodles always get Um, at least some of the noodles always get crunchy. So it's no fun eating those. But the rest of it's good. Well, that's what her lasagna does sometimes. And, so I don't really like lasagna. I mean, it's okay. I would eat it, but we ended up getting 2 TV dinners for me for tonight. Oh, I was telling you about the cake. Okay, so, and then we ended up going back over to Walmart because all the all the cake slices at the grocery store, they had stuff on them like cookie crumble or something like that, and I didn't like that idea. Well, I know I like the cake at Walmart in the bakery section, so we got me a cake slice from there. I don't know if you'd call it a slice because it's it's like they made up a cake and then cut it into squares. So I don't know if you would call it a cake slice, but I think that's what they call it. So anyway, it tastes good. So back here, somewhere back here, is where the road is supposed to go around. Um, I was thinking, I was kind of thinking that I'd put the art classroom and stuff over here, and then I'd put um, the basketball courts. Um, the, the art classroom and the RTC maybe over here, and then I'm gonna fill this in with, I guess this, because I kind of decided that I wanted to put the classrooms over here, but I want to make them bigger classrooms than just the 12. Well, anyway, um, yeah, I want to make them bigger classrooms than just the 12 across, cause like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know? Um, but they were bigger classrooms than the normal classroom. I got yelled at by a classmate one time because I was being so slow. We were in ninth grade, and he obviously was like, uh, in his head anyway. I don't remember what his art looked like, but I don't think I saw it. Anyway, um, I don't remember what his art looked like, but he obviously thought it was the most beautiful thing in the whole world or something, because I got um complained at by this guy because we were using paint. Paint is not my medium, or not the thing that I use. And why is that? Because paint's so permanent. If you screw up, it's just screwed up. Now, on the other hand, if you use crayons, it's kind of screwed up too. If you mess up, like if you meant to put green and you put red for some reason. I like using like color pencils. Of course, I also like we had a printer that would also scan the scan the document or the photo or whatever. And I used to take my coloring books, a specific coloring book, not these adult coloring books now. I'm talking, there was one that we got in, or that I got in 2000, I think. I might have gotten it even before that, actually. I don't remember when I got that then. I thought I got it in 2000 though. August of 2000. Well, I might have gotten it in July, but the idea was to have something to do on that long, boring trip from Northern California to Disneyland. We were staying down the street, but across the street. And so our van broke down on the way to Disneyland because I think somebody was trying to change gears as if it was a manual transmission instead of an automatic. That's just my theory. I have no idea. Maybe the transmission was going to go out and that's when it chose to do so. I have no idea. But yeah, that's what happened. So we ended up every day having to walk to Disneyland from our motel, whatever it was. Let's see here. So I was kind of thinking to put the 3 classrooms over here, and then if we can, put the swimming pool. And then, I was trying to figure it out all day yesterday, and I still didn't really figure it out. But the idea was the idea is now to put the 3 classrooms and see if we have room for a swimming pool. Because otherwise, we're going to have to put the swimming pool behind the gym like it's supposed to be. And I don't know how to work that in Well, it would make it a whole lot easier with the locker rooms because I would actually, this day and age, I would actually be surprised if they still teach swimming. And the thing is though that they didn't really teach swimming. They're just like, uh, y- um, okay, if you remember Adam's Family Values, where Raul Julia was Gomez and Angelica Houston was Morticia, and Wednesday was Christina Ricci. Um, anyway, if you remember that, um, the the camp people were like, I know you're all top-notch little swimmers, so let's just, get together and earn those certificates. And then Wednesday goes, I can't swim. So, A, never assume. Especially when B, the kid she wasn't really like bad guy type. She's just like, snooty little brat because of the way her parents raised her. If you don't fit into a certain cookie cutter mold, you're not good enough to hang out with our family kind of thing. Um, but they, but the girl kept talking to them. In fact, I don't know if it's supposed to be the same girl, but in the first one, just in the first movie, the Addams Family, they actually had I still got put in the band room. Anyway, Addams Family Values, um they were having a lemonade stand, and of course they put the Addams Family ingredients in it. And the Girl Scout comes up and she's trying to sell Girl Scout cookies. And since she asked about, are they made from real lemons? I only eat, organic stuff or whatever. She goes, Wednesday goes, are they made from real Girl Scouts? Oh my goodness. So anyway, um, 2 times yesterday, because I got really frustrated. Scripps comes to my world and he said he was in spectator mode. I don't exactly know what that means, but supposedly he can't mess with anything, but I couldn't see him. If anybody's gonna be on my world, I want them to be seen. I don't want them to necessarily be able to change anything, but I want them to be seen. So it was freaking me out. Freaking me out. I don't know what he was doing. No. Wait, okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Um, that's this one. I hope that was my overactive imagination. I thought I heard somebody, screaming like their life was in danger. Oops. So, until something came up, I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and until something came up, they were actually going to have, Carrie Fisher, who happens to be Princess Leia in the Star Wars movies. They were going to have her play Miss Scarlet on the movie Clue. I don't think that would have worked as good. So, technically, Leslie Ann Warren, who plays Miss Scarlet, was just, last, I think they said, I think they said something came up, like, 4 days before shooting or something like that. So then Carrie couldn't do it. And, they called up Leslie Ann Warren, and she was like, sure. Actually, I don't know what, how she got contacted, but, it didn't say, because, it's just a YouTube video. But, it didn't say one way or the other, how she got contacted. It's just that she did. Yeah, so there's a possibility that I could put all 3 of those classrooms and the swimming pool. I still have to get all of this out of here, though. Well, like yesterday, I was trying to remember, was there 2 ROTC classrooms, or was there only 1? I still can't remember. And I don't want to go and be all creepy and look it up on the internet and hope that I can get the answer, Because maybe there's somebody monitoring that kind of stuff, and they're going to be like, what's she looking at the ROTC classroom for? It's like, I'm just looking at it because I'm trying to build my high school with some obvious changes, because technically those were on, it was like, okay, the ROTC classroom and I left it open on both sides. How weird. Anyway, it was like the ROTC classroom, and then art, and somewhere the auto mechanic, the auto shop. I don't know if we had a wood shop. That probably would have been dangerous, because, some of the kids were hot-tempered, so, like, if, one person got angry at the other person, the woodworking stuff would have definitely did some damage, you know. But actually, okay, except for, like bloody noses, where they're fist fighting. Um, I don't remember hearing anything, too bad. Uh, no, I think I'm remembering with rose-colored glasses. Because I'm pretty sure that somebody said something about, students having knives at one point. I don't know. Anyway, um, so yeah, this is a big project, huge project, and it'll, hopefully it'll get done, at least this part of it, this part of it will get done this week, and maybe, taking all these trees out too. I know taking out that is not going to be an easy task, and it's definitely not getting done this week. Um, because today's Sunday, and I have until Saturday. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. The thing is that actually needs to go down to. I mean, as soon as I can figure out where things are. Oh, we have to have the road go this way, have the sidewalk back here, and then, it's supposed to be, like that, where it goes down to the water. But it's probably going to end up going further down than that. Um, yeah, I mean, further down than the way it is right now. Okay. Okay. You, there's a certain way that Patrick Swayze said okay in the movie Point Break. And I don't know why he said it specifically that way, but I like it. Okay, so yesterday I was looking at some, those videos that show you, like, the actors who played Clue then and now, and the Dukes of Hazzard cast then and now, and at first I was like, what the heck? Because I could have sworn that it said Enos. Excuse me, Sonny Schroeder. Uh, Schroyer? However you say his last name. I am so sorry, Sonny, if you're watching this at any point in time. Anyway, I thought it said that he had passed away, and apparently that's not what it said. It just showed him as, I want to say they said he was 90, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the guy who played Enos, I think they said he was 90, and he was definitely alive. But I could have sworn that they said he wasn't alive before. And then, but like Sorrel Book, he played Boss Hogg. I thought it was really funny because I know he's like 6 foot, but he looks like he's 5'9" or something like that. In the show, not 5'9", but like 5'10" or 11. No, he looks shorter than that. So yeah, let's say 5'9". Um, but but I think I found out that he was like 6 foot, and I was like, no way. But anyway, I thought it was kind of funny because the thing, um, people go and do stuff like that. They do it with AI, and for some reason, the people didn't look quite the way that they did way back when. They just didn't look quite right. So in Sorrel Book's case, it showed him as Boss Hogg, and that looked pretty good. But then it showed him as they always put angel wings if you're, if you're not alive anymore. They always put angel wings. And for some reason, he was at least 6'2". Maybe even 6'3". He was just like really tall. And he was like a good 2 to 4 inches taller than he was when he was alive. And it's like, I came up with some ribald thing of, he dies and he gains 2 inches or whatever. I don't know. I didn't, I wasn't too happy about that. And then, I think Byron Cherry didn't look like himself no matter what. Um, one of, one of the characters, looked a lot less like themselves and a lot more like the bad guy on the movie Red, played by Richard Dreyfuss. 'Cause I remember I was looking at it and thinking, 'cause I'm the bad guy. I wasn't thinking, oh, it's, this person from Dukes of Hazzard. I was thinking, 'cause I'm the bad guy. So, yeah. Oh, it was Tom Wopat. How you mix up Tom Wopat and Richard Dreyfuss, I'll never know. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. You used AI. I tried, um, at the moment, I cannot afford art help. So I'm using whatever AI, I can, but the only problem is that, the Microsoft AI definitely wants you to Japanese animate it. And it's like, none of my people so far are Japanese. Um, I just, I haven't taken the opportunity to make anybody Japanese yet. And there's nothing against Japanese, the Japanese people, but I just haven't done it yet. Um, it's possible that it'll happen one of these days, but I don't know. Um, I pretty much try to speak. Well, no, because I got French. I definitely have. Mitch is technically from New York, but uh, they moved to France when his grandma wasn't feeling good and ended up staying there. And his mom is definitely okay. Like Vin Diesel meets uh his dad is like Vin Diesel meets Billy Joel in Uptown Girl. Um Maybe. And then his mom is definitely a French lady, you know. Um but she can speak English too. You know, she could speak French and she could speak English. Um anyway, don't ask me how they met, but I'm thinking maybe that's what went on. And Jason, his dad is, a girl charmer, he's I guess he's like Tom Cruise back in the day, like he probably could have had any girl he wanted to, because he had that sexy little smile. And except for, okay, there was one movie where he didn't. He actually had like a gap between two of his teeth, and he probably doesn't want me telling anybody this. But on The Outsiders, I think he used his money from The Outsiders to get braces and stuff, because after that I have never seen him having that gap in his teeth. But on the other hand, think about it. You don't usually, like you make it big, or even just a little bit big, and you usually don't stop. We're going to take this over there, but I don't think this is where we're going to stop it. Actually, because we need at least 2 baseball diamonds. We need at least 2 baseball diamonds, a basketball court, stuff like that. Yeah, we're definitely not going to end it here. Well, hmm, that's kind of annoying now. I don't know why, but the neighbors are, um, the neighbors are whistling. So unless the little girl next door is pretending to be a puppy dog, um, well, she's pretending to be a puppy dog. I don't know why you would be all of a sudden whistling like that, but oh well. Not my call. It's just interesting because, like, all of a sudden they're whistling like that, and it's like, you guys don't usually do that. So, oh, it's 9:01 already. So I was trying to get my husband in bed at 11 because, um, because we're going to go over to mother-in-law's house tomorrow. I mean, well, at the time it was tomorrow. We're gonna go to my mother-in-law's house and celebrate my husband's birthday. But he didn't get in bed until like after 1 o'clock because he figured go to bed meant go up and play games on the laptop, which is way too old to play games on. And yeah, and now she's probably waiting for him because of the broken potty seat. And yeah, he's not there. No, I think that needs to be bigger. I really do. I think that needs to be bigger. So how much is that? I usually do everything precise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so 34. I'd rather it be 35. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Is that how I did that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's how I did it. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5. I screwed up. Because technically, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. We'll put a one of these here. Oh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure. Wait. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that seems better. Don't know how this person's getting to the, So, first, second, third, home. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. I remember there being a cage for both of them, so. Anyway, we'll probably get that all nice and figured out later. Telling you right now, if my husband gets up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, if my husband ever gets up, today, that I am not going over when he goes to help them get her to the store to get a new potty seat. I think the thing that they actually need is just grabby doodles that that secure the there. And you can be right here and boom. But there's no backdrop thing. Yeah, so back here definitely needs like another 40 paces. And over here probably needs about 40 paces. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, I might as well just back it up. Yes, I did that on purpose. My school did not actually have dividers between baseball fields. I just thought it should have. I am really bad at baseball. Maybe not really bad. Like, I can hit the ball every once in a blue moon. I guess really bad at baseball would be not hitting it at all. You know, I was just remembering. I was totally just remembering that episode with Oz on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the they were in PE, and they were in PE, and okay, I've got to figure out how much this is and make sure that goes back that way. And then we'll be able to go back to what we were doing before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. No, we'll use black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay, so from here, I need 52. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll put that extra. That's going to end up being grass then. Okay, that's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, yeah, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay, so that would be dang. Oh, I found out something. Um, so, Tom Wopat and John Snyder, Bo and Luke Duke, Luke and Bo Duke, the way I said it though, 'cause I said Tom Wopat first. Um, anyway, they were driving around on the studio lot, I guess. I think that's what they said. They're driving around on the studio lot and, I don't know if they said they were practicing 90-degree turns. And Tom was able to do, oh, okay. Tom was able to do it without spilling his coffee at all whatsoever. And the time that John Snyder did it, he accidentally hit one of the buildings, and it happened to be the School for the Blind in Little House on the Prairie. That was something I learned just this morning. Um, okay. Dang. So, if I want this to look all correct and everything, I've got to put the grass out to that back wall there. Wow. Oh, so that's too far out. Anyway. Okay. Figure it out. Figure it out. Dun, 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 dun. Figure it out. I think that was on Sesame Street. Like oh, that was another segment I liked on, that was another segment I liked on Sesame Street, is Follow the Arrows. I don't remember the whole song, but it was Follow the Arrows. Yeah, I don't remember the whole song, but I do remember that part. And I thought it was really cool. One time, I don't know if they're like not having very many customers, or and decided to try to drum up business, or or if they wanted the kids to stay near their parents. But I thought it was really cool when uh, when McDonald's had the Ronald McDonald footprints on the floor, and they led you up to the cash register, of course. I think they still do that some places, but there. Okay, so now I don't need this. I need to put grass. That's gonna be annoying, but we'll get it done. It's gonna be annoying because I have to take this out. And I know if I had not built it, then, wouldn't have to be taking it out. But on the other hand, um, on the other hand, I really needed to know where to stop it at, so, okay, so then this is the wall here. But I don't know where my wall on the inside of the mountain is. So that's gonna take a while. Um, yeah, so you know how like other people, they go and they'll go and do they'll do the one thing that they're trying to do, and they get that done, and then they're like, what do we need to do next? I mean, what should we do next? Well, I've pretty much got this all built in my head. I've built it seemingly 632 times. It's really only been about 5 or 6. Um, Maybe 7. I don't know. I haven't, I built it on this, I think I built it on the 360 twice, because I didn't like how the build was going the first time, so I rebuilt it. I think that's how it went. I'm not entirely sure. I know I built it a couple of times on the Xbox One. And, you know, my, um, speaking of that, my son just seems to think that, I've built it that many times that I should know what it looks like, and I do. But it's all locked up in my head. It's like, I can't just go and say, okay, you need to do this and you need to do that. Because I am really bad. I'm really bad at explaining what needs to be done. So that's why we came up with building it in Minecraft because my husband was like, I want to be able to see it. My husband was like, I want to be able to see it too. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'll build because I really wanted to build something in Minecraft, something that had meaning. Um, you know, not just dumb little things where you build a base and let the creeper blow it up and then you build a base again. Um, I didn't want it that way. I wanted something, that actually meant something to me, so I'd want to build it. And so that's how I came up with building my world. And now, that's not the same spot. It will be eventually. Oh, okay. So I've been, um, sometimes I've been saying I would like to see this in Fast and Furious. Um, I, if the video can be believed, it's gonna be Fast Forever. Um, and I'm hoping it can be believed, because that sounds like a pretty good title. You know. I wouldn't know what else to call it, but yeah, it sounds like a good title. Something that you'd want to watch. Well, they were talking about it yesterday, and like it's not coming out until 2028, and I'm like, what the heck? But at least this way, it'll give them a chance to actually, make something, um, make something that feels like they put um their love of the franchise in it. Um, their love for fast cars and their love for family and I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna explain this very well either, but you know, like like um the okay, so Fast 10 just felt like it was maybe rushed and like they didn't really have a storyline, but on the other hand, maybe it wasn't that they don't have a storyline, maybe it's just that we're not privy to it. So, like maybe we don't know. And it's got a storyline, but it's like Harry Potter, um not Goblet of Fire, Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows, it wasn't very, you know, it wasn't uh, very interesting for the wedding. And they kept going from here to there to there to here and, stuff like that. And that wasn't that action packed. But then it came together in the end, and you have the circle of pain between Voldemort and Harry Potter. Um, but the thing is that if they try to duel, wouldn't all of Voldemort's shots bounce off of Harry because his mom died to save him? And there's no, the spell goes bad if the person passes away. So, so the fact that Voldemort could even knock him out a little bit is, like, well, I mean, I guess he was, let letting the Horcrux, letting the Horcrux in him die because of because of all of his loved ones and all of his, um, well, I think he even let it go for the Slytherins too, even though some of them were ready to unalive him or throw him away to Voldemort. But anyway, I figured that Fast Forever will definitely come up with something like that. Like it's gonna start out confusing the HE double hockey sticks out of you, and then it's gonna come up with and then it's gonna come up with the I don't know, epic battle against the bad guy or something. I don't know. Um, anyway, I'm kind of worried about watching the Minecraft movie because it's got Jason Momoa in it. And the only reason is because the only thing I've ever seen him in is Fast 10, and he was just creepy. I think he's supposed to be that way, and he's an actor, so he could be like, totally creepy and, one time, and then, um, Willy Wonka another time, and Aquaman, I think he was. I'm not entirely sure. I know he's some kind of superhero. Um, but anyway, I feel like I shouldn't be like, oh my goodness, it's Jason Momoa. I need to, not watch that movie because it's him, But still, the only thing I've seen him in is Fast 10, and he was just creepy. But maybe that's what his character's supposed to be. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because they were sticking to very specific people, and they weren't trying to like fill up their movies with their friends, and then now they're trying to fill up their movies with their friends, and I don't know how I really like that. Although it worked really good when it was what's her name from the Red movies, because I'm sorry, I do not know her name, but is her name Elizabeth on there? Or Victoria. Victoria. There we go. She plays Victoria on the Red movies. Red and Red 2. And I just found out something yesterday. Speaking of that, oh my god, oh my goodness, I don't have like anything to say about my build. So we're just gonna keep going with random. Anyway, I just found out that the guy who plays Frank's friend, the one that lives, under his car in an underground bunker, I just found out that that is, I mean, that, he played Cyrus the Virus. And I was kind of looking at him going, I think I've seen him before, but, I don't know. I just, like, had the feeling that I had seen him somewhere. Or that, he was maybe in a movie I had seen. Yeah, turns out he was in Con Air as Cyrus the Virus. He was the super bad guy. And I'm like, wow. I don't remember that, so I think we're going to have to put that in, um, put that in the Xbox in the near future so we can watch it, because, there's a couple of scenes in there that I don't like. But, other than that, it's a good movie. So, I'm suddenly wondering something, but I'm not going to bring it up on stream because, um, there's a character on Con Air that I'm, like, wondering what. Okay, I guess I am going to bring it up on stream, but, um, not the way I was going to. Um, there's a character on there, and I'm wondering what they did to get thrown in jail. Because it's, like, it's, it's the it's an airplane, and it's like, the high security airplane. Like, everybody on there is probably gonna get unalived, if they don't, if they don't escape the airplane. Um, they're all getting taken to a more maximum security prison, and and they're probably gonna get unalived while they're there. You know. So anyway, there's this one, and maybe that happened in prison. Maybe it wasn't like that before, but he's going around wearing a skirt at the very least. I don't know if it was a full-on dress, but he was definitely wearing a skirt. And, and I'm just wondering, what did he do to get to that? Or was he just like, a minion and that's why he got taken? Like, maybe he's the one that distracts the bad guy while, Maybe he's the one that distracts the bad guy while the bad guy does something bad to the guy that they're distracting. I don't know. Weirdness. Anyway, okay, one more. Which for some reason popped one night only in my head. But that's the only part that I know. I don't know enough to get copyrighted, you know? Oh, I think that can have the grass. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Dun, 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 dun. Figure it out. Yeah, I don't remember any more of the words on that one either. You know, it seems like even though I was watching that probably more than 20 years ago, I'm definitely watching that more than 20 years ago. I don't know. I think I was watching that. I was watching that 40 years ago. But anyway, I know I was watching it 40 years ago because I was about 7 then. But yeah, I was one of those spoiled children who had a TV in her room. But I knew that when it was bedtime, turn off the TV, you know? And I think even back then, I was like, I think even back then, I was, um, playing with Legos or something while I was watching TV sometimes. Or doing homework or, whatever. I can't remember if I did good in school or not, but I think I did. I want to say I got some E's, but mostly I got S's in grade school, and then probably C's and B's. Probably C's and B's. Actually, I don't even know if I got B's. I didn't in college though. Um, they had this stupid computer program telling people whether they were, whether they were smart enough to be in the higher math grade or not. And I ended up in the dummy math class again. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, decimals, fractions. I know I needed help with fractions, but that was pretty much the only thing I needed help with. Oh, and algebra. But for some reason, I got a B or maybe even an A in that class. So if I'm so stupid, like the computer said I was, how did I get a B and an A? Anyway, I went and told them, my teacher, I told my teacher that I kick butt at decimals because I always pretend it's money. So she kind of scoffed at that. Why would you be in this class if you kick butt at decimals? And then we did the decimals, and she's like, you do kick butt at decimals. Yeah. Um, but I do not kick butt at fractions. They make no sense. Algebra makes no sense. Algebra really makes no sense for me. I don't get it. Um, and whoever decided that you needed algebra to get out of I yeah, whoever decided you needed algebra to get out of high school is a big jerk. Because they're just, I mean, first of all, there's just some people that are not good at math. And, are not good at that kind of math. Because, math is a number based thing. And when you go and bring letters into it, I realize you're probably trying to teach us the formula. But it did not make any sense. Now, if you give me $50, let's say, well, no, okay, let's go with 5,000. You give me $5,000 and tell me that you need me to pay the mortgage and, well, I don't know how much the car payment is. We'll go with 300. So we started out with 5,000 and the mortgage is 1,200. I kid you not. So that's 5,000 minus 1,000 is 4,000 minus another 200 is, wait, okay. It's 4,000 minus 2, okay. It's 3,800. And then you go and take out another 300 for the car payment. And you got 3,500. You know? I can do that. I can do that all day long. But you start trying to make me do order of operations junk, and I get lost right away because it doesn't make any sense. Besides that, we're taught to read left to right, and they tell you that, they tell you that you do, parentheses first. But then when you do parentheses first, it doesn't come out right. Or they all of a sudden change it to, no. You were supposed to do the addition and subtraction first and then do the parentheses. And it's like, no, this says PEMDAS. What is it? It's parentheses. PEMDAS. I think parentheses, exponents, like where it's like, 2 to the 4th power. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. If I remember correctly. And I did it that way, and I came up with a different answer than the teacher, and yeah, it makes no sense. I've got a math block when it comes to algebra. I know, I've said that several times before, but still annoying. Okay, Ooh, okay. So we got. Oh, good. I wasn't ignoring anybody because somebody's trying to sell me um best viewers. I'm tired of that. Best viewers over here. Well, I'm not buying viewers. I'm not in the market for viewers. I'm not buying. So quit selling. And I still think that's, like some kind of weird version of human trafficking that I should be able to turn somebody in for and get a big reward. I just added that part, but, like, they're, even if they just gave me enough to go out to dinner at, Panda Express, it would help. But, they're probably fake accounts that they're using to do their bad, evil things, so you never know. I mean, really, you never know. I'm saying it like, you never know, like I don't really mean it, but yeah. So, yeah, so that's the problem. I'm probably gonna have to go and, um, because I don't have a laptop that I can take with me. The laptop that my mother-in-law loaned us, when I went down to Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, it is old as molasses in winter, and I think my husband reset it so it doesn't have my stuff on it anymore. And then, because we were supposed to give it back. I don't know why she wants that old thing, but, I'm not going to be sitting here telling my husband he needs to get me a new tablet or a new laptop just to go over to the mother-in-law's for his birthday. Anyway, because we can't afford that. We would be able to afford it if we had, like, some kind of credit card with money on it, but then you gotta pay it back, so, yeah, that's another thing. You have to pay your credit cards back. They're really cool in the moment when you can't afford, um, when you can't afford your groceries and you just whip out the credit card and, but then, like I said, you gotta pay it back. And if you don't have a job to pay it back, I mean, well, yeah, if you don't have a job to pay it back with, or your job is a low paying job, then you're gonna have a hard time paying it back. And yeah, so I'm not like begging him to get me that, right now. It'd be nice. It'd be very nice. We're still trying to work out. Okay, so we've got a small problem where sometimes me and my husband can play together on GTA and sometimes we can't. So mostly we can't. So I came up with the backup plan. We'd go to Minecraft Disney World for our anniversary. Normally we have a date on normally we have a date on GTA, but We don't know if we can do that this year. And I know that in times past, my sister did not have the Disney World file, but she did have Minecraft, so and Game Pass. So because of that, we were able to, all go to Disney World together. In in Minecraft, not in a real world situation. It is really cool. What are their name? Everbloom. Everbloom Games. They built Disney World in Minecraft, and you can actually ride the rides, and it's not like mine where you're just riding the minecart and it goes around and then you have to hop out of the ride. It's not like that at all. It's literally, set up to be a ride, like as if you were, um, as if you were there. Anyway, it's really cool, and I love it. And that's, I think, going to be our backup plan. Either that, or maybe we'll have a actual date, and we'll record that. Except for, waiting for food. That's really boring. Problem is with that, he's like gone during the day a lot, because of work, and so when he's waiting for food, he tends to watch YouTube videos. I'm probably gonna be reading my book, so it's like, is it really a good idea to... Oh, because that's a soccer field. Yeah, yeah. Um, hmm. Yeah, so you get there from there and walk across the grass. I guess you could get there from here too, but, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. So I was telling you about that Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode, and then I probably got distracted as heck. And anyway, there's an episode where they're in the school gym. They're supposed to be learning self-defense. Um, you know the the girls are supposed to be all weak, like you know girls supposedly are, and so they're not supposed to be able to go and take the male student and flip him over their shoulder and knock him on their butt. But that's exactly what Buffy does as soon as the guy grabs her butt. But before that, they're listening to the teacher, and Oz reaches over. He saw that her tag was out, and he tucked it in. Willow's tag was out on her hooded sweatshirt, and so Oz reached over and tucked it in, and my thought process there of telling you that is that I like the tagless tees a hay of a lot better. I am wearing a tagless tee tank top right now. Anyway, I like them a lot better. Because you don't have this thing, like, scratching you or tickling you or whatever. You don't have that. You just got, you just have your shirt and there's nothing bugging you. So, anyway, on that episode, Buffy gets, if I remember correctly. Oh, no. The girl that ends up being a vampire later, she's the one that gets the guy that plays the pirate in the Halloween episode. Who wanted to go on a date with Buffy because he heard that she'd kiss on the first date. Well, Xander, he's not really the fighting type, but or he's totally not the fighting type, but oh, so that might have been the Halloween episode that I was thinking of. I don't think so though. I think it's one, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the episodes where Angel is evil, which would have been after that Halloween episode, I think. There's two Halloween episodes that I can think of. The one, um, the one that I'm explaining badly, and then there's the other one where, okay, so maybe that's not a Halloween episode. Oh yeah, it's definitely not a Halloween episode because I just remembered what happened. Okay, so so the Halloween episode in high school, it turns out that there's a new Halloween costume shop in town, but the owner is, basically evil wizard guy, and so anybody wearing one of his costumes turns into whatever the whatever the costume is. So the problem is that Buffy picks this one outfit because she wants to show Angel that she can be a girly girl if she needs to be. But the problem is that she dresses up like a girl from his time period, because he's a lot older than she is since he's a vampire. But well, oh, I just lost it. Anyway, he ends up at the end of the episode telling her, "I didn't like the girls back when, I wanted to meet somebody like you." And she's like, "Oh." It's kind of like, why couldn't they have told me that before? And then there's this other Halloween episode where the college students were just trying to draw some cool symbols on the ground, but they're just trying to draw some cool symbols on the floor that they saw in a magic book. Well, the problem is that Oz finds out that the speaker just doesn't sound quite right. And Xander's like, and you thought stabbing it would be a good deal? Because he brings out his knife. He's just trimming the wire. But, Oz is a werewolf, so he can hear better than the others. And his friend teases him that if he unalives from that cut, he's got dibs on the stereo equipment. But anyway, that one turns out to be a really weird one. Everybody's like facing their worst night, or not their worst nightmares, but like the one girl, she was getting told by the guy that they're the thing in the bowl that she's touching is eyeballs, and it's really just grapes with tapioca pudding or something like that. There was yeah. Okay, I think that was on Home Improvement. I was gonna say there was something else where that actually, that was actually the thing. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was on Home Improvement, and it was supposed to be eyeballs and pus. Ugh. And then she was the most scary. She was supposed to have the most scary costume. The mom on Home Improvement. She was supposed to have the most scary costume, and they lost her reservation somehow. And so the only thing they had left in her size was a carrot. Oh, yeah, that episode's the one where um the oldest son, Brad, dressed up as Raggedy Andy. Dressed up as Raggedy Andy because his girlfriend had agreed that there were going to be Raggedy Ann and Andy. Well, he dressed up as Andy, but she came as a biker, as a biker person, a biker chick, and she came in with that guy from Boy Meets World. I didn't think Boy Meets World was that old, so maybe he still looked incredibly young when he was in Boy Meets World or something, because I remember seeing him going, I've seen him somewhere before, and then all of a sudden I saw the Home Improvement episode and going, oh, that's him! Oh my goodness! So, anyway, oh, we gotta hop off of here and go on to Dreamlight Valley. There will be a brief intermission though, because I suddenly need to go upstairs. Anyway, I can't help it. I suddenly need to go upstairs. So, I don't know. I kind of want to put this here. Yeah, we'll put this here for now. So I'm gonna go see if that phone call was all about, too. Because I think my mother-in-law just called and said, Mikey, you were supposed to be here 3 hours ago. You know? I don't know why she insisted on calling him Mikey. He hasn't been Mikey since he was like 4 years old. Okay. It just drives me crazy. He doesn't seem to mind, but it drives me crazy. Anyway, we need to go on Dreamlight Valley so we can get some more dill and more fish and more I still think that's just wrong. I was hoping that getting the 1,300 Did Wish Blossoms was gonna be just fine on Dreamlight Valley, and then it's like, nope, you gotta get 3,000 now. So I gotta get a 1,700 more, well, minus whatever I got yesterday. Yeah. It's crazy. Okay. It's okay. I'm not really, I'm willing to get it. Just, I was hoping that that would be it. And then it wasn't. Okay. That's so dumb. I need to go upstairs. I need to end this stream. Oh, speaking of that, I don't think I said that this morning on Disneyland Adventures. But I write books, and I'm gonna give this a short form because, like I said, I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I gave you the other way, or I mean, what that secret code means. Anyway, my books are Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, and Lessons in Love. And coming soon. No, I'm sorry. I keep trying to say coming soon because that's a traditional way to say it. But it's coming eventually. Finding Love and Test and Love, but not in that order because I haven't even started on Finding Love, which is very annoying, but like I want to work on it, but I don't want to work on it as much as I want to work on Test and Love, Caught, Solitary, etc., 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 So, it's kind of annoying. Oh, Finding Love has them going to pick up the ship. So it has its crucial points. It has its points that are very, very, very important. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll park myself under here. Okay, so oh, and Adopted Coral. Totally forgot about that. Adopted Coral is a children's book, and it's got actual pictures of my cats that I actually took. So if you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow and chat. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe. notification bell, and please get those valid public watch hours up, and I will see you in the next stream or video. Come on.